realize it is Week 8, game number 8 of the 2021 NFL season. It is between the Tennessee Titans going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. We are in Cincinnati. I'm going to let this go. See you all after the week.
We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans. From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man Greg Joseph ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. To return it, Darius Phillips. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals set and ready to go on offense, leading the charge out of LSU. Joe Burrow, the number 1 overall pick back in April.
When you read off Joe Burrow's numbers his last year at LSU, they almost don't even seem correct. I mean, 76% of his passes complete. That's the second best all time at the collegiate level. Ended up throwing 60 touchdown passes, accounted for 65 touchdowns, and only threw 6 interceptions and won a national championship. Joe Burrow is not just a terrific player. He has an it factor as well, and that's what they're counting on in Cincinnati.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's free going down that side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 73 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time at a QB. The man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away, because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down and close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punt because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Dancing to his left. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
And the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Burrow will throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's got a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now first carry for Giovanni Brown. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 42. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends that drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Now Burrow on first down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bernard getting the handoff from Burrow. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show pass formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Joe Mixon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. After 1, 7-0, Audier Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on fourth down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. Bullock's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-0. And started that drive all through back at the run, able to march down and get through.
It was daunting to begin with, wasn't it? But I thought overall, a very poised and efficient drive to get 3 points.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Now Chris Sears, he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for the running back, Derrick Henry. 3rd down here.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Going on 3rd down, Tannehill. And they will catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to bounce, start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. 1st down, here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, that's a play. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, he's pointing, communicating. There he is. And they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st down, Bernard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he'll escape, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm to get his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Khalif Raymond now. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. got it out on the left side. He's tackled a yard short on marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet, and not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Flushed out right. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And past the 35, maybe dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. We just watched a strong first half out of the rookie from LSU. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The time again to see what Ryan Tannehill and the Titans can do. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the NFL's leader in carries and yards in 2019, it's Derrick Henry. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey guys, having to think I'll be right back.
To throw is Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Great change up there on the route. It got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun handoff to Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. They find some open field here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing yards. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air down with Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. First down, it's Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Ryan Tannehill with a touchdown pass to A.J. Brown. And the Titans were able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Phillips. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up their routes quickly as well.
They'll come out with a free tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How about the big boy snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Green with a catch left side. 30. And this will get him all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 8 coming up. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run here with Mixon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Starting to look like this drive may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Burrow, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. We've seen this already from him in this game. 2nd time he's into the end zone with a rushing touchdown.
So the head coach is going to have to have a meeting with the owner this week. You know why? He's got to let the owner know, I know you wrote the check for his arm, but we're going to make him a part of our running game too. This guy can do it all. Let's see where he takes us.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll make make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Raymond now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Alan Humphreys. And that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now they come up on 2nd and 10, once again for the 28. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you get out guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you needed. That's exactly what they got done.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on it so they can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
So the big play is just like that. They'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. To the air again, Tannehill. Pass incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Tannehill is top target Brown for a Tennessee first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Again, Tannehill. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? For the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And it's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. It will knock that one away.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals team. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they try to throw out and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
That was that bad.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Henry's got it out on the left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
The kidder here is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. That's complete to his running back, Evans. That catch good for only a couple. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. We all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That's good for 28 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown. And that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.
And guys, there you have it. The Bengals are winners over the Titans. They won the 7th by the stream. And I'll be back later for another live stream. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all later.